Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to episode 7 in Be With Me in the book of 1 John. This podcast drops on Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas to all of you. And it's a reminder that God is here. God shows up. Yesterday we talked about God being, the whole Bible being primarily a love story. And today we're going to find out that it's more than just a love story. It's something worth fighting for. You have great value and you are worth fighting for. So Jesus showing up and coming and starting this rescue operation, he's the real prize. And the real point here is that he loves us, he loves you, and he finds you worth fighting for. Okay, so we are celebrating that this rescue operation is born. The operation is born, literally. And the battle plan comes at great cost, and it is with great effects. Christ is coming. There's no plan B. That's the good news. The bad news is, in today's passage, there is an antichrist. So simply, it is anybody who is an opponent of Jesus. It's someone that's against Jesus and in place of Jesus. It can be singular or can be plural. So while we are waiting for Christ here on Christmas Eve, we're also, the warning here is watch for the Antichrist. And then the rest of the story is, and we are also waiting for Christ to wallop the Antichrist. So there is an Antichrist. There's one who opposes the plan and person of Jesus, but that's not the end of the story. Jesus is the ultimate Antichrist. Jesus is the one who stands against the Antichrist. He's opposed to the Antichrist. He's more powerful. So on Christmas Eve, he's going to take care of business. All right, so read with me. This is from 1 John chapter 2, verse 18. Children, it is the last hour. And as you have heard that Antichrist is coming, so now many Antichrists have come. Therefore, we know that it is the last hour. They went out from us. They were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would have continued with us. But they went out, that it might become plain that they are not all of us. But you have been anointed by the Holy One, and you all have knowledge. I write to you not because you do not know the truth, but because you know it, and because no lie is of the truth. Who is the liar but he who denies that Jesus is the Christ? This is the Antichrist, he who denies the Father and the Son. No one who denies the Son is the Father. Whoever confesses the Son has the Father also. Let what you heard from the beginning abide in you. If what you heard from the beginning abides in you, then you too will abide in the Son and the Father. So a new character is introduced here in 1 John. That is the Antichrist or the Antichrists. That's what heresy is one that denies Jesus as the Christ, the Messiah, the anointed one, the King. And if in doing so, if you deny Jesus, you are denying the Father as well. So no one who denies the Son has the Father, and whoever confesses the Son has the Father also. So this entity, this anti-opposed one, was predicted. Children, it is the last hour, as you have heard that the Antichrist is coming. So you've already heard about this people. This is a predicted person. It is a person. It is also a plural. It can refer to a singular person that's opposed to Christ, or multiple people that have been opposed to Christ, or one in particular who comes up in Revelation and also in 2 Thessalonians. This person is a poser. He's a wannabe. Now, here's the thing that's a little bit confusing. He's also powerful. He comes with signs and wonders. And on the other hand, he's also powerless because Christ is going to smote him with the breath of his mouth. So let's talk about the signs and wonders for a second. So during Christ's earthly lifetime, the signs and wonders that Jesus used were used to authenticate his message. Same thing with Peter and Paul. When they did signs and the apostles did signs, they authenticated the message of the Lord. Now that we have the message is used to authenticate any signs and wonders that we may or may not see. So Wait, I'm telling you it's Christmas Eve and we're waiting for the Christ, and you're telling me that I need I need also to watch out for the Antichrist, watch for the Antichrist. I'm watching both for Christ and I'm watching for the Antichrist. Exactly. Let what you have heard, that is his message, abide. Abide in the message. We cannot separate the true Jesus from his message, and abiding in him is abiding in his message. So yes, we are waiting for Christ, and we are also watching for the Antichrist. I have to point out this passage about this man of lawlessness, a similar guy who's talked about in 2 Thessalonians. So Revelation talks about this, Second Thessalonians talks about this, the Gospels talk about this. So let's not be surprised when we see or meet an Antichrist. They also come with signs and wonders and opposed to Jesus. So don't get your undies in a crumple too much, because 2 Thessalonians 2:8 says, the lawless one will be revealed, whom the Lord will kill, get this, by the breath of his mouth, and bring to nothing by the appearance of his coming. So yes, we are waiting for the Christ. We do that seasonally here on Christmas Eve. We are also, according to the passage from 1 John chapter 2 today, is we're watching for the Antichrist. And then if we pull in 2 Thessalonians, we're also waiting for Christ to wallop the Antichrist. So yes, there is an Antichrist, the one who opposes the plan and the person of Jesus. But that's not the end of the story. Jesus is the anti-Antichrist. Jesus stands opposed to the Antichrist, and he's way more powerful. So on Christmas Eve, we are waiting for Christ. We are waiting for the anti-Antichrist. And when we find him, we should abide with him, stay with him, remain with him. But back to our love story. So our love story, the Bible is primarily a love story. It's also a battle story. That is, you are worth fighting for. And God does not leave the one who is opposed to him unopposed. We have Jesus, the one we have been waiting for. He is the anti-Antichrist. Merry Christmas.